Please confirm whether my voice is audible or not. Yes, thank you, Anushka. Anushka, thank you. Okay, I hope you today. Welcome to Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. I think today you are performed the exam very well, right? Right. In the zoology part, you are performed very well, right? So let us see the key first. There are 45 questions, the cumulative test. I hope you performed very well, right? Anushka and as well as remaining the Yashashwini, Kole Yashashwini, Jayashri, Chenmai, all of them, right? So let us see the first question, student. Uh, what is the talking about? This is also very easy question, right? In Annelida, the blood is red color due to presence of what are the pigments we discussed? There are two type of pigments now. What are they? The first one is a hemoglobin, it's a correct, and a erythrochromin. These are the two things. A and B is the correct option. Hence, our fourth option is the D option is the correct option. So, what is that? Generally, this hemoglobin and erythrochromin, it is a dissolved in the blood plasma in the annelida. Okay, you can see the solution is also given for this question. So, the first question is the answer is D, and the solution is you can observe now. Next, you can see another one is choose the incorrect match. Okay, gregarious, the meaning of the gregarious pest means it is nothing but it's a group, right? So the gregarious pest is nothing but is example is represent it is yes, Leucospora. It is a correct answer. It is a correct option. They are asking about the incorrect match now. So this is a correct. So the living fossil Limulus, it is also called the king crab, right? It is also called a king crab, right? So this is also correct option. The vector, generally vector is requiring for the what is that? It is a transmit the diseases. Okay, it is a vector. You can see the female Anopheles mosquito or something mosquito. You can take an example of vector. But Laccifer, it is a economically important. It is a very important no. So that is also called the lac insect no. It is act as a sealing wax, right? So this is an incorrect option, student. So the C, our incorrect match it is that our C is the correct option for this. So the economically important insect it is Apis. It is nothing but honeybee, right? So the Laccifer are also called the lac insect. It is requiring for the sealing wax. It is used in the making of the bangles, toys. It is not used as a vector to cause a disease. Generally the vector you can take an example. Example is that the female Anopheles mosquito it is causes the malaria, right? It carries the Plasmodium vivax and cause the malaria, right? So this is about the another important thing. It is that incorrect match. Our option is second one is the C is the optional. So key is the C. I hope you understand this one is next. The other one is match the following. This is a very easy question, right? Pila is also called as the apple snail, and the pink tada is also called as the pearl oyster, and the sepia it is also called the cuttlefish, and the dentalium it is also called tusk shell. So our correct option is A1, B2, C3, D4. So all these common examples, which phylum, student? These are the common examples for the phylum Mollusca. And you can see the pila is known as the apple snail, the pink tada is known as the pearl oyster, the sepia is called the cuttlefish, Loligo, it is not there in this match the following. It is also one of the example for the phylum Mollusca, and octopus. It is not there in our option. What is that? Octopus also, devilfish also belong to the phylum Mollusca, and Epilesia, sea hare, dentalium. It is there in our option, and Chaetoplera and chiton are the common examples for the phylum Mollusca. So student, this is examples of the mollusca we discussed already, right? So this is only that it is also NCERT based topic only, right? The other one is the fourth one. This is a very easy question now. Identify the following pictures and name them. So what is this one is that? This is the first one is that Asterias, and the second, the B option is that Ophiria. So Asterias and Ophiria, these are the common examples for phylum Echinodermata. So remaining examples also you can find here, the Asterias Echina, C. Archons, Antedon, C. Lily, and Cucumeria, C. Cucumber, Ophiria, brittle star. These are the common examples for the phylum Echinodermata. I hope you understand this is a very important. This is also NCERT based diagrams only. I hope you this question you performed well. Alright. So the next another one is peripatus is a connecting link between. What is the meaning it is that? We already discussed here now. It is a connecting link between the Annelida and Arthropoda. It is not for the Arthropoda and Mollusca or Mollusca, Echinodermata or Annelida and Mollusca. So the B, C, D is option is incorrect for this fifth one. So correct option is option A. So why it is a peripatus is a connecting link between this one. So generally the peripatus we discussed already earlier. We have a certain classes are there now, that is a Arthropoda classes, that is a peripatus is a belong to a classes of Inocophora. Inocophora, it is a class, it is that the peripatus is a connecting link between the what is that Annelida and Arthropoda because of it is having the unjointed legs and a breathe through trachea. So the trachea where we seen here, the trachea we can observe in the Arthropoda because of the tracheal like system, and unjointed legs we can observe in the Annelida. Generally jointed legs we can observe in the Arthropoda, but unjointed legs, that means jointed appearance of legs, we cannot observe in the Annelida, and the breathing is occurs here is nothing but trachea. Okay, so the tube like system we can observe in the trachea. So that's why the peripatus, both the Annelida phylum and Arthropoda phylum is both as a connecting link. It is a connecting link between this one is peripatus now. Okay, so this is about the solution, student. So I hope you understand this question, right? The next one is we're talking about another one is this is a very easiest question. Okay, and earlier also I discussed so many times, number of times I discussed to you. Okay, the flame cells. So if you are talking about the flame cells, then you need in your brain, so in your mind you need to remember that is responsible for what is that excretion and osmoregulation. So where it is found, it is that it is found in the platyhelminthes, is also called as flatworm. Okay, coelenterate, coelenterate is not at all, it is requiring for it is a pores is available here. Annelida is a nephridia, and Echinodermata is having the kidney like appearance we can observe here. And so the correct answer is sixth one is a B. Why? Because of you can see the flame cells are excretory organ of the phylum Platyhelminthes or flatworm. What is the major function for the flame cells? It is responsible for the excretion and maintaining the osmoregulation. That means the maintaining the water balance in the cells in their respective body. So this is about the information about the flame cells or excretory organ of the phylum is belong to Platyhelminthes. I hope you understand this question. So the sixth version is that option key is B is the correct answer. Next, the other one is, this is also very easy, student. So shedding of proglytis in tape form is called, tape form you can see the tinea solium is a common example. In tinea solium you already seen that is that there is a head part is there, no, there is a strobilus. Okay, strobilus, it is that sometime it is the strobilus, nothing but proglytids, it's nothing but proglytids nothing but is a segments, right? So the shedding of the segments in the tape form, that process we call it as the apolysis. Histolysis and topolysis and detachment, it is not correct option for this seventh one. So the apolysis means in the tinea solium we can take an example, it is a tape form, and the gravid proglytids are regularly detached from the posterior end of strobilia are sent out with the faces of the host. The shedding of the gravid proglytids by this tape form is called apolysis. So simply, students, what is that? The removal of that is the shedding of the proglytids. Proglytids means what is that? Segments. It is a segments. The segments is to be removed. Okay, that in the tape form it is automatically it is removed. That process we call apolysis. So seventh option is the correct option is the C is the option, right? C. The next one is that proboscis gland in the Belanoglasses is associated with. Okay, proboscis gland is actually we already seen in the what is that, for suppose you can see this is about the posterior part, and this is about the collar, and this is about the trunk, and this is about the we have a tail region is there now. So this region we talking about the proboscis. Okay, proboscis. this, what is the function of this proboscis? This is a anterior part and this is represents the posterior part. No? So this proboscis role in the Balaenoglasses. Balaenoglasses is actually, it is relevant to the phylum Hemichordata. So here it is responsible for the answer is excretion. So the proboscis gland is a Balaenoglasses is associated with the excretion. So our correct option for the 8th one is D is the correct option. I hope you understand this. 8th is D. The next one is larva of Hemichordata. Larva of Hemichordata. So Amphiblastula is for the sponges or porifera, and Ammocytates are present C, and this is a flat roundworm, and this one is that, and planula. Okay, planula is also not for the Hemichordata, and the Tornaria, it is our correct option. So Hemichordata shows the indirect development, student. If indirect development is seen, the free swimming larvae we call it as Tornarian larva. This Tornarian larva, it is similar to the Bipennarian larva of Echinodermata. So that is about the information about the larva of Hemichordata is Tornarian larva, and it is similar to the Bipennarian larva of phylum Echinodermata. So our correct option for the 9th one is B is the correct option. So the next another one is, I hope you understand this question is very easy question, and the earlier also we discussed so many times, the Portuguese man of war. Okay, the Portuguese man of war, it is represent, what is it? It is a option is given here. I can see soldier of World War I. No, it is not at all. It is a Portuguese soldier. It is also not at all. And it is a sponge. It is also not at all. And it is a belong to the, what is that? It is a Coelenterata. It's not at all as a sponge. It is that. A polymeric, you can see the D option, a polymeric and colonial Coelenterate. So what is that here? It is a correct option. It is that. So once again you can recall about the what is the Portuguese man of war. There is a nematophores we can observe, no, right? So this is about the what is the tentacles we can observe, no. So this is gas filled, the balloon like structure. It is called the nematophores. Nematophores. So what is the purpose of this nematophores? This nematophores is filled up with a gas. Then only it is once filled up with the gas, it is responsible for the floating on the surface of water. No. So once the gas is to be removed, again it is go to the beneath of the surface, beneath of the sea water. No. So this is about the Portuguese man of war. An example of this one, Portuguese man of war, the common example is Physalia is known as the Portuguese man of war. Okay, it is a polymeric and colonial bodies and floating habitat and the powerful sting. Okay, powerful sting is requiring for what is that? Attacking to the prey. So this is about the student information about the Portuguese man of war. It is a polymeric and colonial Coelenterate. Okay, the 10th option is D is the correct option. 10th one is D. The next one is 11th one. The female Ascaris can be differentiated from the male. The first one is that presence of cloaca. No. Sometimes cloaca is to be absent in the male and the present in the female, and here not at all option for this one. And both are presence of, both are having the cloaca, and both are having the penial setae. It is also not correct option. It is a shorter size. No. It is a female Ascaris actually very longer than the male, but it is given the shorter size. It's not correct option. And the D option you can see longer than male and a straight posterior body. This is our correct option. No. Yes. So here you can see again, once again recall about this is assume this is about the female Ascaris, and the male Ascaris is having the there is a posterior part, there is the tail is to be curved like this. No. So this is, we call it this is the female, and this is about the male Ascaris. No. So this is a very long, the female is female Ascaris is very long when compared to the male Ascaris. So this is, you can see the male is smaller than the female with a curved tail. You can see the curved tail here, and the two penial setae and the copulatory organ and cloaca is present. The female with the straight posterior end of the body. So student, the 11th one, the correct option is D is the correct option. I hope you understand this one. So Ascaris is belong to the phylum, what is that? It is a roundworm, also called as Nematohelminthes or Aschelminthes. I hope you understand this. The next one is that Animal of which phylum exhibit tube within the tube body plan? Let us see what is the meaning of the tube within the tube body plan. That means the organism is associated with the two opening, that is the mouth and as well as the two opening, that is a two separate opening, that is the first one is the mouth, another one is that anus. So the mouth and anus, two separate opening we can observe from the where to where, that is from the nematohelminthes to up to chordata. So you can see, student, the tube within the tube body plan is the presence of the nematohelminthes to Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and chordata. What does it mean that tube within the tube? The organism having there are two separate opening, that is called the mouth at one end and anus at another end. So this is that is nothing but tube within the tube body plan. So the tube within the body plan, it is absent in the coelenterata, right? And it is absent in the, it's not present in the coelenterate, it's not present in the platyhelminthes, it's not present in the stenophora. Okay, it is present, it is also not present, it is present in the Annelida. So our correct option is that D. 12th one is that D. And 13th, you can see, student, which of the following is the second largest animal phylum? This is a very direct and easiest question for this. What is that? The first largest we can observe, that is Arthropoda. The second largest, that is Mollusca. So that is answer is 13A is the correct option now. So the Mollusca is the second largest animal phylum. So next, the 14th question. The most distinct feature of the echinoderms is the presence of, okay, that is our answer is water vascular system. It is also called as umbilical system. Okay, water canal system is we can observe in the porifera, not seen in the echinodermata. Excretory system generally it is absent in echinodermata, so it is not a distinct feature. So the B and C, it is not considered as a distinct feature. Why? Because of the B, water canal system, is present in the porifera, whereas the excretory system is completely absent in echinodermata. So the most distinct feature of echinodermata is water vascular system. It is also known as the water umbilical system. What it can do? It is helps in the locomotion and capturing of the food, transportation of food and respiration. So this is about the function of water vascular system. So our hence the 14th question for answer is A is the correct option. Next, the other one is that pearl are obtained from a dash species. What are they? The Sepia, it's not. Dentalium, it is also not. Okay, and octopus, it is also not. So our correct option is Pinctada vulgaris. So Pinctada vulgaris and the other species like Pinctada mega species. There's a two species of the Pinctada. There is responsible for the pearl formation, and here the Pinctada vulgaris is the main species to formation of what is that? The pearl, right? The pearl is actually, it is made up of the calcium carbonate. And the other one is that we're already seeing the pearl formation for the the sand particle is to be entered into the mantle region, and several years after that there is a form like a some pearl like appearance is formed in the inside the shell, that we are already processed, we already discussed in the earlier class, right? So the 15th question is answer is B is the correct answer. The next one is that the larva of Echinodermata is a bilaterally and symmetrical and free swimming larva. So let us see here, student, the Echinodermata. Here Echinodermata shows the two type of symmetry. The first one is that at larval stage it shows the bilateral symmetry. At adult stage it shows the radial symmetry. Okay, so a correct option is, what is that? A is the correct option. 16 is the A option. Radial symmetry and free swimming larva, no, it is not at all. Bilateral symmetry and sessile, no, sessile is actually it is a fixed to the on a particular place, not at all it is. And the D option, the radial symmetrical and sessile, it is a B, C, D is the incorrect option for this. And correct option for this, the larva of Echinodermata is bilaterally symmetrical and free swimming larva. So now it is given here, the bilateral symmetrical free swimming larva. It is a very advanced feature. The bilateral symmetrical larva, it is a very advanced feature. This we already discussed in the earlier class. Now let us see the other important thing is Aristotle latem. It is found in, what is that? Sea urchin. Okay, so for example you can see the mouth is actually, okay, biting and chewing type of mouth. Okay, biting and chewing type of mouth we can observe. There is the mouth is actually designed like this, student. So now you can see this is a mouth. This mouth is actually is made up of, what is that? A teeth is there now. This is called the teeth, right? So this teeth is actually what we call now, this whole process what we call now Aristotle latens. This type of arrangement we can observe in the sea urchin. It is option is 17 is option is A is the correct option. So Echinoidea class, it is a sea urchin, is a belong to Echinodermata. Echinoidea class of Echinodermata is a biting and chewing apparatus with the teeth is called the Aristotle latens. The common example of this one is sea urchin. So this is a belong to which class, student? That is a, it is a belong to, sea urchin belong to Echinodermata, phylum Echinodermata, and belong to the class is called as Echinoidea. So we are already earlier we discussed about the, there are so many classes of the Echinodermata. For reference you can take a look at that one now. So next 17 option is A is the correct option. Next the other one is that match the following. Okay, match the following. It is that here the Asterias is a belong to the, what is that, starfish. Echinus is a known as the sea urchin. Antedon is also known as the sea lily. Cucumaria it is called as sea cucumber. So our correct option is 18th one is A. So these are all the common examples of what is that, here is Echinodermata, right? So this is about also very easy question, student, right? The next, the other one is 19th one. Identify the following pictures and then name them. So this is the first one is a pila, and the other one is that octopus. So these are the images are based on the references of the NCERT. So in the NCERT we are already seen this type of images, right? Now identify the following pictures and name them, and the pila and octopus. And the pila and octopus, these are the common examples of the phylum Mollusca, right? So the octopus and pila, Dentalium Chaetopleura, these are the not correct option. So 19th one is a A is a correct option now. Next, the other one is 20 question. The disease filariasis transmitted through secondary host of the Wuchereria. It is, what is that? The disease is transmitted through a secondary host of the Wuchereria. So simply what we saying now, that is that the disease filariasis is also called as elephantiasis. So here the secondary host of this one is the organism is Wuchereria bancroftae. Okay, this Wuchereria bancroftae, it is a carried by there is a vector, we call it as female Culex mosquito. So our correct option is 20 is D. Now you can see the solution. The disease of filariasis is transmitted through the secondary host of Wuchereria. It is the female Culex mosquito, right? So this is a 20 question is option D is the correct answer. Next, which of the following animal is considered as the living fossil? This is a very easy, a very important question, student. Okay, so what is that? Limulus. I already told no. Limulus is known as the king crab, also called as the horseshoe shaped crab. It is the best good example for the class belong to the, what is that, Merostomata, which is a respect through the book gills. Very important point, student. So the Limulus is to be respect through book gills. The king crab is also called the living fossil. Why we call the living fossil? Because of it is a living animal having the ancient origin with the many primitive characters. So we are already seeing this type of, we are also discussed in the classroom itself. What are the primitive factors or characters now? For example, exoskeleton, you can take an example. That external morphology, you can take an example. Internal morphology and their habitat. These are the common example for the primitive characters. So this is ancient origin, and they are having the many primitive characters having by Limulus, right? So the Limulus is very, very important point. Okay, so this is important point, student. This is a very important question. Okay, and the correct option for the 21 is A. So the next 22, Nephridia, it is a present in. Okay, Nephridia is a present in. What are this one is that? Nephridia, it is a excretory cells. It is the Nephridia cells. It is not present in the Aschelanthes. It is a Annelida is not present. Platyhelminth is also not present. And the answer is, so what is the, sorry, this is also Porifera is not present. and the annelida is present now. Okay, so here our correct option is 22 is a B. In annelida, the common example, you can take an example of earthworm. The excretory system consists of the tubular structure of nephridia. So we have it, there are so many nephridia we discussed earlier now. What are they? The septal nephridia, integumentary nephridia. Okay, so these are the nephridia. What is that? It will collect the waste material from the blood vessels, right? So which helps in the, also responsible for, which helps in the osmoregulation and excretion. Ammonia is the chief excretory waste material for this, what is that? Annelida now, right? So the nephridia, we have a three certain types is there, no? Septal nephridia, integumental nephridia, septal nephridia, integumentary nephridia, and the other one is that pharyngeal nephridia. Pharyngeal nephridia. So all these three type of nephridia, it is helps in the, what is that, elimination of the waste material from the blood vessels. The chief excretory waste material, that is nothing but ammonia. That is also we discussed in the earlier. For your reference, you can check this, my class videos are also available. You can check this one, student. Okay, with the diagrammatic representation we discussed in this classroom. So our correct option, the 22 is B is the correct option, right? So the next other one is match the following. This is also common example, student. What is that? Apis is belong to, what is that? Honeybee. Bombyx, it is belongs to silkworm. Laccifer is also called the lac insect. Gregarious pest is called the Leucosta. In the Delhi, recently in the Rajasthan, you can take an example in the few months back. All right, because of it is a Leucosta, it is a popular in the news because of it is destroy all the agricultural crops, right? So you have to remember this type of gregarious pest if you are not remember the Leucosta, right? So the correct option for this 23 is, student, A is the correct option. So economically important, these are all nothing but example for economically important insects. Why? Because of Apis is nothing but is requiring for the honeybee, Bombyx is a silkworm, Laccifer is a lac insect, and gregarious pest it is a Leucosta, and these are the common examples for phylum Arthropoda. So students, the 23 is option A is the correct answer. Next, the other one is that Bombyx is commonly known as, this is also very easy question, the answer is silkworm. So what is that? 24 is B is the correct answer. And which 25th, which of the following is the largest phylum kingdom of Animalia? That earlier question we discussed. Second, they are asking about the second largest phylum. They are asking about the largest phylum kingdom Animalia. That is no doubt at all, that is answer is C, Arthropoda, right? 25th is the answer is Arthropoda, right? So the next, I hope this is maybe this question you may creating some confusion, right? So this is a very easy question also, right? So you can see this one. The following figure shows 4 animals, okay, A and B and C and D, and select the correct option with respect to the common characteristics of to these animals. What are the common characteristics? A, B, C, D. For example, A and B and C and D, what are the common characteristics you may found here? So here you can see A and B, the first option is given, A and B endoparasite. Okay, so endoparasite, A is what is that here? Liver fluke. Okay, it is belong to Platyhelminthes. And B is also what is that? Nereis. It is also what is that? Here is that Annelida, right? So here is, and C is nothing but Asterias, and D is nothing but prawn, right? So C and D having the organ level of system, right? C and D is having the organ level of system, it is. So here organ level of, this is given, it is at organ system level of organization, okay? And here is, you can see the correct option, they are common, they are asking about that. What is that? Here is A is the correct option, student, because of here you can see this is also causes the endoparasitic in nature, that is a liver fluke is endoparasitic in nature. Nereis is also endoparasitic in nature. So our correct option for this 26th is A is the correct option. I hope you understand this, right? So the next, the other one is, this is also very easy question. The common characteristics of the class aves and class mammals are the represented by which option? The common features you need to find out here. So what are that? The both class and aves and mammals. For example, aves, what we observe now, aves are actually four-chambered heart is present, mammals also it is present. Warm-blooded animal, yes, it is a aves is a warm-blooded animal, mammals also warm-blooded animal. Next, erythrocyte are biconcave and non-nucleated. So that is aves is not, mammals is a correct option now. And most forms are viviparous. It is not applicable for the aves, it is applicable to the mammals. So students, the first and the second point, these are the two common characteristics of both. What is that? The class belong to the class aves and mammals. So the 3 and 4th is not at all correct option. So what is our correct option? B is the correct option. So 27 is the B is the correct option now. So the aves is a oviparous, RBC is a biconvex, okay, it's given it is a biconcave, and mammals is actually viviparous, RBC is biconcave, right? So this is about the information, the differences about the 3 and 4 now, right? So generally what is the four-chambered heart, warm-blooded animal, both are same thing only. So the 27 option is B is the correct answer. I hope you understand this. The next, in sponges, they are talking about the fertilization. In sponges, fertilization is dash and the development is dash. Choose an option which fills the blank correctly. So what is your answer? It is the C option is the correct option, because of the fertilization is a internal and the development would be it is indirect. Okay, here is a we can observe there is a larval development we can observe now. The larval development you can see there is a amphipleura. Okay, these are the common example this, and Leucosolonia, right? These are the having the there is a having the some larval development we can observe. So in the sponges, what is the fertilization is internal and the development would be indirect. Because of indirect, there is a larva is present here. So the correct option is 28C. The next one is water canal system in sponges does not carry out the function of. Again, the water canal system in sponges does not carry out the function of. What is a water canal system? Water canal system, it is a present on the only sponges now. It is helps in the circulation of water. Yes, it's correct. Respiration of respiratory exchange, removal of waste. So at the same time, food gathering also. Food gathering. So these are the common functions for water canal. So it is not at all perform any locomotion. So it is because of the sponges are sessile in nature. Sessile. That means it is a fixed in a particular place only. It's a sessile. So here it's not perform any locomotion. So our correct option is D is the correct option. So water canal system in sponges do not carry out the function of locomotion. Remaining can do all those things. You can see the solution also given. Water canal system involve the food gathering, respiratory exchange, removal of waste, transfer of sperm. So this is also you can take one more point it is. So it is a sessile in nature, do not show any locomotion. So 29 is the correct option, is D is the correct option. Next, the other one is a 30, ciliated comb plate. If you remember the ciliated comb plate that we are observing the Pleurobrachia, okay, Pleurobrachia, it is a common example. Pleurobrachia, it is a common example, belongs to what is the phylum Stenophora, right? There is a there is a 8 parallel type of the ciliated comb plate we can observe. For example, you can see like this we can observe, student, like there is a, this is what we call now a Pleurobrachia. There is a this one is a like there is a tail like appearance we can there, no, this is we call it as the what that ciliated comb plate. It is requiring for locomotion. It is requiring for locomotion only. It is what is the answer? It is not a sensory function. It is a locomotion, correct option. It is not at all involve the excretion. It's not involve the reproduction. So our 30 question for correct option is B is the correct option. It is a primarily help for the locomotion only. Example is Pleurobrachia. It is a belong to phylum Stenophora. Select incorrect statement about C1let. Okay, C1let. The C1let belong to, what is that? Belong to phylum Stenophores, and it shows the bioluminescence property, and it is a development is the indirect, and the reproduction takes place only sexual means, and asexual reproduction is absent, and fertilization is external. Larva is that belong to Pseudipid larva, right? This is a very important information about the Stenophora phylum, right? So what is that given here? You can see the it is they exhibit the bioluminescence. Okay, they exhibit the bioluminescence. It is that it is they are asking about, this is a correct option, this is also correct option. Reproduction takes place only the sexual means, this is also correct option, but the fertilization is given is here internal, but actually the fertilization in the C1let would be, it is external it is. So the correct option for the incorrect one is D is the correct option. 31 is that D is the correct option, student. Next, the other one is parasitic adaptation in the Platyhelminthes include all except parasitic adaptation. That means it is a causes the parasitic condition, it causes the diseases. In Platyhelminthes include all except what they are asking now. So their presence of the parasitic hooks is present, suckers is also present. It is absorption of the food through the body surface also. It is also correct option for the parasitic adaptation features, but it is given, you can see, thin calcareous tegment, but it is actually, it is not thin, it is a thick. It is a thick. So you can see the parasitic adaptation in the Platyhelminthes includes hooks, suckers, absorption of the food through body surface, and thick calcareous tegment is present now. This is also we discussed in the previous class. Okay, so the correct option for this 32 is D is the correct option now. This is a except they are asking now, because of the it is actually thick is present, not thin. So the thin calcareous tegment is given. This is an incorrect option for this parasitic adaptation in Platyhelminthes. So the correct option is thick calcareous tegment, right? I hope you understand this 32. Next, the other one is, which of the following statement is about the certain given animals is correct? Which of the following statement is about the certain given animals is correct? So you need to identify the what is the correct statement. Circulatory system is an open type in the Hemichordata. This is correct. The body of Limulus is covered by calcareous shell. No, it is not at all covered any calcareous shell. It is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. It is not covered by, it is a calcareous shell. It is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. Next, this is the incorrect statement. And the body of the Platyhelminthes ascaris is a circular in the cross section. Generally, ascaris only shows the circular in cross section, whereas Platyhelminthes not show any circular in cross section. Next, mollusks are mostly viviparous. No, not at all. It is a oviparous. So our correct option for the 32 is A is the correct option. Now I can see for your reference solution also given, right? So 33 is A is the correct option, student. Next, the other one is 34. Match the column 1 and 2 and choose the correct option, right? So what is that here is A2 is dioecious and it is a marine in nature, and B1 Peritima, it is a scientific name for earthworm, belong to the having the nephridia and terrestrial in nature. And the other one is the C3, it is a Hirudinaria, it is known as the Sangivorous, it is a blood leech organism. Sangivorous means blood sucking organism. It is a freshwater habitat. Now I can see, student, Nereis is a Annelida, it is a marine is a dioecious in nature. Peritima, it is a scientific name for the earthworm, Peritima posthuma, right? It is having scientific name for earthworm, having the nephridia, it is involved in the osmoregulation and excretion. That we are already seen there. There are 3 types of nephridia: septal, integumental, and pharyngeal nephridia. It is a terrestrial, that means land. Hirudinaria, it is a blood sucking leech. It is that's why we call this Sangivorous. It is a freshwater habitat. So, our correct option for this B is the correct option. So, 34 is a B is the correct option. Next, the other one is complete the analog Lassifer. Okay, analog they are giving now. So, they are already giving the one analog Lassifer lac insect, right. So, another analog it is giving as a dash. So, angelfish. So, the angelfish analog you need to resemblance point you can identify. What is that? This is about the Pterophus? No. It is a Petromezon. It is also called the lamprey. It is also no. And Petrophyllum. Okay, Petrophyllum it is a correct option for the also known as the angelfish. You can see Petrophus it is known as the flying fox. It is a belong to a class called the Mammalia. And Petromezon it is also known as the lamprey. It is a belong to Cyclostomata class. Petrophyllum it is an angelfish, right. And Pteris it is a sea fish. It is a belong to Chondrectus. Okay. So, here the complete analog for this one is Lassifer this one. This is already given this, and you need to find out the another analog. What is this? So, answer is 35 is that C is the correct option. So, I hope you this question you need to you have to erase something like at some confusion may arises. So, like this type of question will be coming student, right. So, you need to solve this type of questions more. Definitely this type of framing of this type of question definitely it will come, right. So, the correct option is 35 is C. The next one is 36. Select the option with odd one with respect to WRT nothing but with respect to. So, I used to this one is a shortcut in many exam of the NEET also you can find out WRT it is mentioned, that is a with respect to its phylum or class. So, select the option with odd one with respect to its phylum or class. So, what is that option? It is that here Loligo, Pinctada, Antedon. So, now I can see student the penguin and pigeon and crow, these are the belong to what is that aves. Okay. So, this is about the this one Aptenodytes, Columbia and Corvus. So, this is a option. The Aptenodytes, the scientific name for this one is a penguin, and Columbia elevia it is a scientific name for the pigeon. Corvus caron it is a scientific name for the crow. So, it is these three is a belong to what is that aves, class aves. And the second one the B option it is that Clarius it is a magur, Lebio rohita it is a rohu, and Exotis it is a flying fish. It is a belong to what is that Asioctis. And the C option it is that Loligo, Pinctada, Antedon, and squid, pale oysters, and pale oysters. No, squid and pale oysters. So, these are the belong to mollusca, and the other one is that Antedon. What is that? Here is the Antedon is that a sea lily. It is a belong to Echinodermata. So, students what they are asking about that odd one. So, what is that? This one is a common. This is also common. This is a Penatula, Adamsia, Pasilia. So, this is a belong to what is that Stenophore. What is the Coelenterata? Coelenterata. So, this is a B, C. What is the option they are asking now? A, B, C is actually it is a belong to the respective class or respective phylum, but you need to find out the what is that. So, within odd one you need to find out now. So, here the Loligo and Pinctada belong to mollusca, Antedon is a belong to Echinodermata. So, sea lily, Antedon. So, the correct option for this odd one is 36 is a C. So, they are asking about the odd one with respect to the phylum or class. So, here answer is the phylum. These two is a common phylum, but the Antedon is another phylum, that is Echinodermata. So, that 36 answer is C. I hope you understand this question. So, the next another one is mesodermal endoskeleton made up of calcareous plates or ossicles is seen in. This is also we discussed, that is Ophura. Answer is Ophura. So, the mesodermal endoskeleton made up of the calcareous plate is a ossicles is seen in the Ophura. So, whereas the octopus it is known as the devilfish, Euspongia it is called the bath sponge, right. Menandrenia it is called the brain coral or coral, it is that. coral reefs. It is a common example for coral reefs. So here this is not at all mesodermal origin, only the mesodermal origin it is, that is 37 is A, right. Next question is, general characteristic features of phylum represented by balanoglossus do not include. So what is that? Enterocecal and complete digestive tract. That means here true coelom and complete digestive tract is present. It is a correct option. It is a marine and as well as freshwater habitat. No, it is not at all freshwater habitat. It is always marine only. It is the incorrect option for this. It is a dioecious with the indirect development. It is a correct. It is a larva. It is known as the Tornarian larva. It is a resembles to the Bipinnarian larva of Echinodermata. And fertilization is external. This is also correct. So our option is the 38 is B is the correct option. Enterocoelom are also called the true coelom of body cavity, exclusively marine, sexes are separate, Tornarian larva, fertilization is external. So this is about the 38 balanoglossus, also called as a hemichordata information. So the 38, the correct option is B. The next one is in Dolium, the notochord. Okay, in Dolium, the notochord is, it is a present in the tail or the larval stage. It is a correct option. Okay, so it is a extend from the head to tail. It's not. It is a persist to the adult life. It is a belong to the vertebrates, not at all in the Dolium. It is replaced by cartilaginous or bony vertebral column in the adult. It is also belong to the vertebrate, not in the Dolium, right. So you can see, student, it is a feature of the cephalochordates. It is extend from the head to the tail region, persist to the in the adult one, and the feature of the Urochordata we are talking about now. Urochordata is a belong to Dolium. You can take an example, or Ascidia. So what is that? These three features is a belong to what is the Cephalochordata, and the first one is represents the what is that Urochordata. So Urochordata common example is Dolium or Ascidia. It is just shows the tail larva, and notochord is a disappear in the adults. So the correct option is 39 for A. 39 is the A. Next, 40. The features of cygocoelom and hemocoelom are found in, option is Culex. The features of cygocoelom or hemocoelom, okay, these are the body cavities, are found in the Arthropoda. The answer is Culex. So Culex is a mosquito belong to Arthropoda. Stenoplana, Stenophora, Cucumeria, Echinodermata, Culex is Arthropoda, Sepia is a mollusca. So here the features of the cygocoelom, it is present in the Culex. 40 is a C is the correct answer. Next, 41. This is also very easy. It is a NCERT based type of question. Choose the incorrect points, differentiation between the non-chordates and chordate. Now I can see chordate and non-chordate is given. C option is in, you can see this is a solution. CNS is a ventral and a solid and a double. So now you can see the CNS is the ventral, solid and double. So this is a correct option now. And chordate, you can see what is that? Central nervous system is a dorsal, hollow, single. This is also correct. And now coming to the non-chordate, the pharynx is a perforated by gill slit. So here you can see the pharynx is perforated by, that point is given to the actually chordate. It is not at all information for this non-chordate. The gill slit are absent. It is also option for this non-chordate. So this one is, this option is belong to this option is belong to this. So this is a incorrect point for the differentiation for the non-chordate and the chordate. So this is our correct option. B is the correct option for us, the for 41 now. Next you can see the C1, post-anal tail is absent. Now I can see where is the post-anal tail is absent. You can see post-anal tail is the chordate is correct. Post-anal tail is a present now. This is present. Heart is a dorsal, okay, if present. It is heart is a ventral if present. This is a ventral. So this one C, D, A is a present. These are all, it's a correct information for the non-chordate and chordate, but it is the incorrect option for this one is B. Pharynx is actually, what is the gill slit is present in the non-chordate, whereas chordate having the pharynx gills is perforated by gill slit, but the option is given in the reverse manner. So our correct option is B. B is the correct option. 41 is B. Next, Select correct match with respect to the characteristics given without any exception for given animal or taxon. What is that option is that the correct it match it is that now. Metagenesis, okay, and it shows the indirect development we can observe in the animal or taxon, the Cnidaria. In Cnidaria lacks the metagenesis or show direct development. Okay, so this is about the what is that lacks the metagenesis and shows the direct development, right. So the jointed appendages and the prostomia, it is found in the Arthropoda. It is also they are asking about the correct match with respect to the given without any exception for given animal or taxon, right. So here answer is the jointed appendages or prostomia is present in the Arthropoda. Leech, okay, it's a lack of parapodia and setae, okay, and another one is that Unio, it lacks the radula. So the correct option is that this one is that is that option A is the correct option now. So the characteristics, it is the metagenesis, indirect development. So this is the correct option, it is that now. So the 42 is that A is the correct option. Next, indirect development involves the transformation of the larval stage, which is a morphologically distinct from the adult. This phenomena is not seen in option is silverfish. We can observe in the jellyfish, starfish, tongueworm, but we cannot observe in the silverfish, because of silverfish always shows what that direct development. The common example, this one direct development, and it is that shows the Amitobolus larva, right. Amitobolus larva, it is we can observe in the silverfish. It is a direct larva larva we can observe. So that this larva, what is that? It is a resembles. There is a resembles. This larva is resembles to the what is that adult one. No. Indirect development involves the transformation of the larva stage, which is the morphologically distinct from the adult one. So this larva is a morphologically distinct to the adult of the silverfish. That is answer is D is the correct option. 43 is a D is the correct option, student. Okay. The next another one is 44. Read the following statement and choose the correct option. Statement A, it is given. In dorsoventrally flattered worms, removal of the nitrogenous waste occur through flame cells. This is correct option. Again, what are the dorsoventrally flattered worms? Say they are saying the flat worms, nothing but Platyhelminthes. Removal of nitrogenous waste occurs through flame cells. This is the correct option. Statement B, you can see. In some members of the Platyhelminthes, such as Planaria, right, possess the high regeneration capacity. This is up to this is correct statement, student. Some members of the Platyhelminthes, such as Planaria, possess high regeneration capacity. Up to this one is correct, and live within the alimentary canal of man. This is not at all correct. No. So it is a present in the what is that river, a fresh water and river only. So this statement, this one after end point, this sentence is incorrect. No. So this is A is correct and B is incorrect. No. So what is the correct option would be? It is 44 is a D is the correct option, right. I hope you understand this. Next, the last question. The correct set of animal belonging to the class Chondrioctis is Scolidion, Pristis, Trigon. It is a belong to Chondrioctis, okay, and Exocatus and Torpedo and Pristis. This is a belong to Osteoctis, and the other one is that you can see Scolidion, Catla, Hippocampus, Osteoctis, and Chondrioctis and Osteoctis. So another one is a Pristis. It is a Chondrioctis, and Carcharodon. It is a belong to Chondrioctis, and Betta it is belong to Osteoctis. So they are asking about the correct set of animal belong to the class of Chondrioctis is option A. Okay. So this is a student. This is a 45 question answer is A is the correct answer. I hope you today the question paper you may performed well. I think so that I am expecting that a good the thing it is that next I am expecting the next exam also you are I am expecting that you have to achieve more good results, right. Thank you, student. If you have any doubt, you can approach me. The next session it is followed by the physics sir is taking the class, continue this class. So please stay here. Okay. Thank you, student. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? You can ask me, student Anushka and Ashishni. Okay, you can ask me, right? Thank you. Thank you, student.
Okay, dear students, a very good afternoon to all of you. So I hope all of you have written well. So how was the exam? Is it easy or average or difficult? Anyway, few students are there. I think we can have interactive session. Okay. So how many are there? Only four students are there. One is Anushka. Who are the remaining three? Can you write your names out of four? I think Bhavya Yashasvi. Is it audible? Hello? Hello? Audible? Okay, Anushka. And who are the remaining three students? Can you write your name? Yashasvi. Then what about Bhavya Yashasvi? Then Chinmayi. Then who else? Anushka, Bhavya Yashasvi, Kolli Yashasvi. Then Jayashree and Chinmayi, I think. Who are the remaining? Only two names are there, Anushka and Yashasvi. Who are the remaining two students then? It's showing four students. Okay, Anushka, you're done well. Okay, you got good marks. Okay, and Kolli Yashasvi also. Okay, you also performed well. Okay, but still you have to improve. Okay, and Bhavya Yashasvi and Jayashree. Jayashree didn't attend. Okay, anyway, only two students are there. Then Yashasvi, Kolli and Anushka. Who are the remaining two students? Is there anybody? It's showing four students, but only Anushka and K. Yashasvi are there. Anybody else is there? Like Bhavya Yashasvi, Jayashree and Chinmayi. So what happened to these three students? Are they online or are they not there? But it's showing four. Okay, anyway. So, okay, Anushka and Yashasvi. That's all then. Let us have some interactive session. So, how was the exam? Anushka and K. Yashasvi. Just write down, is it easy, average or difficult? Just write down what you felt about the exam. Just write down, is it easy, or if it is easy, write easy. If you are feeling average, write average. If you are feeling difficult, write difficult. Just write down in the message. Are you able to hear? Is it audible? Okay, Anushka, average sir, but a bit hard. Very good. Then what about K. Yashasvi? K. Yashasvi. K. Yashasvi. Just write down simple. If it is easy, just write easy. Just type easy. Okay. K. Yashasvi, you are not writing in messages. Is it easy, average or difficult? Okay, average and hard sir. Okay. So anyway, I think it's as you all told, it's an average only. Okay, it's not hard. Maybe I think time may not be sufficient because this is the first time we are having 45 questions, I think. Okay, that's why you might be experiencing little hard because of time. Means time is not sufficient. Correct? Yes, very good. Yashasvi, Kolli and okay, anyway, so the reason is you need more practice. Okay, so even in the final NEET exam also the same model will be followed. Okay, so in 1 hour I think not in 1 hour, I think less than 1 hour, because you need students, no? So I think you have what you call four subjects: botany, zoology, physics, and chemistry. So fortunate thing is all three are two are anyway theory, botany and zoology. Chemistry mostly theory, but little bit numerical. But physics is the numerical part, okay, and conceptual part. So the way the final NEET exam will be like this only. So you need to practice like this, okay. So since it is the first time, it's acceptable, okay. You might be experiencing little hard, but you need that type of practice, okay. So initially when you start cycling also, you will feel difficult, okay. But as you practice, then it will be easy, okay, students. So nothing to worry, okay. So I just now saw your marks also, okay. Anushka has done well, very good, okay. So let us start with the what you call the paper discussion, okay. So in this paper, I may not solve all the problems because the time limit is, I think I have 45 minutes until 3:15, because I have to log out at 3:15. So 45 minutes, 45 questions. So that means it may not be possible to discuss all questions. Of course, some questions are theory questions. We can finish it fast, and some questions I'll just leave it to you, okay. But there are some questions which I have to explain, okay. So I'll explain it, okay. So let us see, students. So theory questions I'll just pass fast, okay. So first question: the ratio of the numerical values of average velocity and the average speed of a body is always, okay. This I already told in my lectures, is very very important, okay. So this comes from the basic what you call this comes from the basic what you call point that distance is always greater than displacement. Correct or not, students? Distance is always greater than displacement. So distance, then when you divide both sides by time, distance by time speed, then that side displacement by time velocity. So average speed is always greater than average velocity. Okay, students. So always remember, okay, distance is always greater than or equal to displacement, okay. So now when you divide by time on both sides, you will get speed and then here velocity. So speed is always greater than or equal to velocity, okay, students. It can be either instantaneous speed or average speed or whatever it may be, okay. So therefore the ratio of numerical values of average velocity and average speed, okay, students. So now here they are asking average velocity first. So therefore average velocity will be less than or equal to. So therefore option B is correct, okay, students. Next one: which of the following is a one-dimensional motion? Okay, this one is an easy question, okay, you all know. So directly D, okay. Next one: so theory questions I'll just pass fast, okay. Okay, next one, third question is based on average velocity, correct? Third question is based on average velocity. A point traversed half a circle of radius r during a time interval t naught, its mean speed and magnitude of mean velocity. Speed and velocity. Speed means distance, velocity means displacement. Speed you already know. Distance, when you cover a semicircle, distance is pi r. So pi r by t naught. And when the velocity is considered, you have to take displacement. That is nothing but diameter 2r. So third question also is very easy. C option. Next, fourth one, directly you will get it. 3 meters north, 4 meters east, and 12 meters vertically upwards. Then its displacement is. Okay, students. So you can easily calculate 13 meters. Correct? 3 meters north. Okay. So this is 3 meters north. Okay. 3 meters north and 4 meters east. Okay. So therefore, if you find the resultant, you will get 5 here. Now, 12 meters vertically upwards means like this. Now 5, 12. The resultant will be 13. Okay, so this is also theory based. Next one: a particle moving in a straight line from A to B for the first half of time with a uniform velocity v1 and for the next half of time with a uniform velocity v2. What is the average velocity? So whenever we are asked average velocity, what is the formula, students? Total displacement by total time. Okay, so here they gave first half of time v1, second half of time v2. So therefore this is t by 2. Suppose let us say this is t by 2 or t by 2, t by 2. It has traveled distance d1, d2, okay, and in this d1 v1, in this d2 v2. Now we have to calculate. This is the formula, d1 plus d2 by t. Now d1 is not given, but v1 and t1 is given, so you can always calculate v1 into t by 2, okay, because speed is equal to, okay, distance by time. So distance is equal to speed into time, okay. So you'll get as v1 plus v2 by 2, okay. Next, these are all simple questions, okay. I started with simple questions, easy questions, okay. Next one is this is over. Next, seventh one, a particle moves from A to B for the first half of distance with a uniform speed v1 and next half of distance with a uniform speed v2. Previously it was half of the time, now here it is half of the distance, that's all, okay. So you just have to be careful, d by 2, okay. So total distance is d, and then total time. So in the time you just have to calculate based on this formula, s is equal to speed equal to distance by time. I think you must have got this one. This is very easy one, okay. Next one, if a car covers 2/5 of total distance with v1 speed and 3/5 of distance with v2, then what is the average speed? Here also same thing, average speed is equal to total distance by total time, okay. You just need to take some distance, okay, and then 2/5 is covered with v1, 3/5 is covered with v2. So it's very easy. So option D is correct. Next, ninth one, a car travels half the distance with a constant velocity 40 meters and remaining half with a constant velocity. This is also simple, okay. So same model. On one car moving on a straight road covers 1/3 of distance with 20 kilometers and rest with 60 kilometers per hour. What is the average speed? Everything is based on this simple formula, average speed equal to total distance by total time. That's all, okay. You just have to draw the diagram and then calculate, okay. So option D is correct. Next, 11th one, a particle moving in a straight line covers half the distance with speed v0. The other half of the distance is covered in 2 equal time intervals with speed v1 and v2. The average speed of the particle during this motion is. This is the same problem which I have solved in the one of the lecture. I hope students, has anybody seen out of these two, Anushka and what do you call, Kolli Yashasvi? Sir, what is this? 232. Sir, can I advise which all should we follow because we require more practice, as you said? Which all means? Anushka, what is meant by which all? Which all should we follow because we require more practice, as you said? Books. You mean to say books? You mean to say books, students? Books. Okay. Books means you have basic, what you call, your material is there. First one. Second one is what you call, take H.C. Verma, okay. H.C. Verma is a very good book. If you want objective book, take D.C. Pandey, okay students. Mechanics Volume 1, D.C. Pandey, okay. That is also very good book. And Concepts of Physics by H.C. Verma, Volume 1, that is also good book. Good concepts you will get, okay. Basic book, that is a. And then afterwards we have this D.C. Pandey. And then if you want still higher level, we have what you call Cengage Publications or D.C. Gupta, okay. That is Disha Publications, okay. If you want, you all can write Disha Publications, D.C. Gupta, okay. This is Arihant Publications, D.C. Pandey. Arihant Publications, D.C. Pandey. Disha Publications, D.C. Gupta. And Concepts of Physics by H.C. Verma, Volume 1, okay students. These are all different books which you can follow, okay. Okay, anyway, so just answer my question that this question did I solve in the one of the video or not? Do you remember, any one of you? Do any one of you remember? If you remember, you what you call, tell yes, otherwise no. Just we are here only 3 members, you two and myself, that's all. So do you remember, did I solve this question in the one of the video lecture? Do any one of you remember out of Anushka and Yashasvi? Do you remember? No sir. Okay, very good. Okay, no problem. Okay, so actually I what you called solved in the one of the video lecture the same problem, okay. So a particle moving in a straight line covers half the distance with speed v1. So total distance is, let's say, d. Now half distance is this one, okay. Half distance is d by 2. So d by 2 is covered with speed v0. Now the other half of the distance, that means d by 2, the remaining d by 2 is covered in 2 equal intervals, let's say t0 and t0, okay, with speed v1 and v2, the average speed. Again here also the formula remains the same. The average speed is equal to total distance by total time, that's all. So total distance is d by total time, t plus t naught. So therefore just you have to calculate what you call write given now individually take the intervals a to b, b to c and c to d, and then just write down in the given quantities, that's all, with using the basic formula speed is equal to distance by time, that's all. Okay students, okay, so please go through this one. Okay, this is a very important question. Okay, actually I solved in the one of the video lecture. Okay, next 12th question, a body starts from rest. So until here if you observe carefully 11 questions I gave just on basics of what you call definitions and average velocity and average speed, how to calculate average velocity and average speed. Okay, so no need to worry even if you are not performed well in this exam. After this exam again take the paper and then go through again, you solve the same questions. Okay, as I told you just now that 11 questions are just based on what you call average speed, average velocity. Okay, next one, equations of motion. Okay, so I have given the paper very systematically. Okay, next 12th one, a body starts from rest, that means u is 0. What is the ratio of the distance traveled by the body during 4th second and 3rd second? So we already know, we know the formula s is equal to, we already know the formula s is equal to u plus Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus half. Since body starts from rest, this is anyway 0. Now during 4th second and the what you call 3rd second, just substitute here, you will get the answer 7 by 5. Okay, next one, the ratio of displacement in n seconds and in nth second for a particle moving in a straight line under constant acceleration starting from rest. Here also u is 0. So now this is a slightly there are two formulas here. One is displacement in n seconds and displacement in nth second. So we have formula displacement in n seconds is s equal to ut plus half at square. Displacement in nth second is u plus a into n minus half. Just take the write the formula and take out the ratio. Okay, so this is simple straightforward problem. Next 14th one, a particle is moving in a straight line under constant acceleration of 4 meter per second square. If its velocity at t equal to 0 is, the displacement of the particle in the 5th second of its motion is. I think here if the velocity at t equal to 0 is I think printing mistake students, sorry, here it is not printed actually. So I think maybe it will be given as a add score. Okay, has anybody got, means in your what you call while you are solving on your mobile or laptop, did you get this one students? Is it some value is given or not? Just write down, some value is given, some value has appeared or not? Just write down students. While you are writing, did you? Okay, okay, thank you Yashasvi. Okay, so I think then we'll give it as an add score. Okay, then we'll give it as an add score. 14th one. Next 15th one, a body is moving with a uniform acceleration, covers 40 meters in the first 4 seconds and 120 meters in the next 4 seconds. Its initial velocity and acceleration is. This is previously in one of the exam we asked this one. So answer is option A, which is very easy one. So covers 40 meters in the first 4 seconds. So in you can see the diagram in first 4 A to B, that is 4 seconds, it has traveled 40 meters, and from B to C that is also 4 seconds, but it has traveled 120 meters. So now just apply in the intervals A to B equations s equal to ut plus half at square and A to C. Why we are taking A to C is I told you the advantage. Okay students, the advantage is means we have to calculate u, so therefore I am taking directly from A to C. Otherwise if you calculate from B to C, then again you have to calculate, you have to know what is the velocity at B. Okay, so therefore we take one interval AB, another interval A to C. Okay, if you solve this one, you will get this is one of the question which is repeated. Okay, in out of I think this is 6th exam. So in the last 5 exams, in one of the exam I asked that question. Okay, next one, a particle starts its motion from rest under the action of a constant force. Constant force means constant acceleration, because F equal to ma according to Newton's laws. If the distance covered in the first 10 seconds is x and that covered in the first 20 seconds is y, then this is also simple straightforward question. Okay, just draw the diagram from A to B 10 seconds, distance covered is x, and then from A to C distance covered is y, and that is next 10 seconds, correct or not? A particle starts its motion, that means u is 0 under the action of constant force if the distance covered in the first 10 seconds is x and that covered in the first 20 seconds. First 20 seconds means starting from A to C 20, out of which A to B is 10. So B to C is next 10 seconds. Okay. So directly you can take the interval A to B and A to C and write down the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, students. Next one, 17th one. A body travels for 15 seconds starting from rest with a constant acceleration. Okay, so draw the diagram. If it travels distance x, y, z in the first 5 seconds, now individually in the first 5 seconds it has traveled x, in the next 5 seconds it has traveled y, in the next 5 seconds it has traveled z. What is the relation between all these? And it starts from rest, so anyway u is 0. So therefore better you always take the interval in which a is included. So therefore first interval is a to b, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Second interval you don't take b to c, you take a to c only, so that when you write the equation s equal to ut plus half at square, u is the velocity at a, which is 0, but a to c distance is x plus y, and then half into a into t square. Same way a to d, and then if you manipulate these equations you will get the answer, that is c. Okay. Next one, 18th one. A body moving with a uniform acceleration crosses a distance of 15 meters in third second and 23 meters in the fifth second. The displacement in 10 seconds will be, okay students, in 10 seconds, that means s is equal to ut plus half at square. They are not asking in 10th second. If they ask in 10th second, then you have to write Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus half. Okay students. So anyway, according to the given data, first write down a body moving with uniform acceleration crosses a distance of 15 meters in third second. So therefore Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus half, and 23 meters in fifth second. So directly you can use that formula, and then if you solve that one you will get a and u, and then substitute in the s is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay. Next, 19th one. A 150 meter long train is moving with a uniform velocity of 45 kilometers per hour. The time taken by the train to cross a bridge of length 850 meters. Okay students, this is slightly application type. Okay, so actually here there is a bridge of length, how much students? 850 meters. Okay, now there is a train which is approaching the bridge of 150 meters long. This train is 150 meters long. Okay, so now at this point it has entered. So a 150 meter long train is moving with a uniform velocity. So velocity is constant. Velocity is constant means acceleration is anyway 0. Anyway we know v equal to distance or displacement by time. Okay, now the time taken they are asking, time taken equal to distance by velocity. Okay, now we know distance. Now should we write to 850 distance or displacement? Should we write 850 or 850 plus 150? Because if you write 850, that means the train has actually it is said that the train has crossed the bridge, means on the other side it should come like this. That means suppose this is the engine and this is the guard. Okay, so the guard should reach, that means the guard should cross the bridge, then only it is said that the train has crossed. So that means it has traveled 850 plus 150. Correct or not students? So total distance traveled is 850 plus 150. Okay, so that is equal to 1000 divided by 45 kilometers per hour, and we know how to convert from kilometers per hour. 1 kilometer by 1 hour is equal to, kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Correct or not students? 1000 meters divided by 1 hour equal to 60 minutes into 60 seconds. Okay, 0 0 0 0. So 10 divided by 36, or 5 by 18 meters per second. So this is the conversion from kilometer per hour to meter per second. Sometimes they will give in kilometers per hour, but we have to convert into meters per second because that is the SI unit. Okay students. So this is slightly application type. Okay. So anyway, next one, 20th one. Speed of two identical cars are u and 4u at a specific instant. The ratio of the respective distances in which the two cars are stopped from that instant. So there also you can directly solve what you call initial speeds are u and 4u. Okay students. Now they will travel like this, and then they are being stopped. Final velocity is 0, final velocity is 0. Okay, maybe distances are different. Okay, now what is the ratio of these distances traveled? So here which equation we can use? V square minus u square is equal to 2as. Here also and here also. V is anyway 0 in the first case, minus u square is equal to 2 into a into some s1. Okay, in the second case, u square minus 16 u square is equal to 2 into a into s2. Okay, here actually it is being stopped means acceleration will be negative. So acceleration is negative. So negative acceleration, negative negative will get cancelled, and then if you divide these two, s1 by s2. Okay, students, then you will get the option as 1 by 16. Okay, next one. A car moving with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour can be stopped by applying the brakes after at least 2 meters. If the same car is moving with a speed of 80 kilometers per hour, what is the minimum stopping distance? Same equation, v square minus u square equal to 2s. Okay, students. So these are all based on equations of motion. You just have to understand the situation which is given in the problem, and you have to find out the exact formula. That's all. We have only 4 formulas. Correct or not, students? So just apply that formula and then substitute the data. Okay. So same formula, v square minus u square equal to 2as. Next, 22. A bullet is fired into a fixed target, loses half of its velocity after penetrating 1 centimeter. How much further it will penetrate before coming to rest? This model also I have solved in one of my video lecture. If you go back and refer, you will find out this one. Okay. This is a very important model I told you. So here also same equation will apply, v square minus u square equal to 2s. Okay, students. So here initially it loses half of its velocity. Suppose let's say it enters at A, and by the time it reaches B inside the some tree or trunk, then by the time it reaches B, speed has decreased to u by 2. Okay. Now still it has got some speed, so it will continue until its speed becomes 0. So by the time it reaches C, its speed is 0. So now what is the further distance it has traveled? That is what they are asking. Okay. That BC distance is what they are asking. So just apply the equation v square minus u square equal to 2as. That's all. In the interval AB and in BC. That's all. Okay, students. Next one. 23. A particle moves in a straight line with a constant acceleration. It changes its velocity from 10 to 20 while passing through a distance of 135 meters in t seconds. The value of t is. Okay. So here also you can calculate directly. Okay. So we know the equation v square minus u square equal to 2as. Calculate from there a, and then we can calculate t by using the equation v equal to u plus at. Okay. So this is one method. Another method is just s is equal to u plus v by 2 into t. As I told you, if you know initial velocity, if you know final velocity, and if the acceleration is constant, we can always calculate v average as u plus v by 2. Do you remember, students? Okay. And v average is nothing but total displacement by total time. So that is equal to u plus v by 2. Okay. So s is equal to u plus v by 2 into t. That's all. Okay. So this formula I told you. Okay. If you know initial velocity and if you know final velocity, then the average velocity is equal to u plus v by 2, provided if acceleration is constant. And average velocity formula is s by t, total displacement by total time. So by that method also you can easily calculate this one. So that's why this s is equal to u plus v by 2 into t, this formula is also used. Okay. And then next one, 24th. A particle is moving with a constant acceleration from A to B in a straight line AB. If u and v are the velocities at A and B, then its velocity at midpoint C. This is a standard question, root over u square plus v square by 2. So this also you can easily answer. Okay, based on this formula, v square minus u square equal to 2as. Okay, next one, 25. A car accelerates from rest at a constant rate alpha for some time, after which it decelerates at a constant rate beta to come to rest. Okay, if the total time elapsed is t, then the maximum velocity is. First of all, always draw the diagram. Okay, and assign sign convention. Okay, so here a car accelerates from rest. So that means that A, its velocity is 0, and A to B, as it is traveling, its acceleration is alpha, which is constant, and then from B to C, it's decelerating. Okay, and then it comes to rest. So if the total time elapsed is t, what is the maximum velocity? So maximum velocity will be at B only, correct or not, students? Because until B it is accelerating, and then from B it is decelerating. So just apply the relevant equations. Okay, so A to B, we know we can apply v equal to u plus at. U is 0, A is alpha. So let's say time taken from A to B is t1. So t1 equal to v by alpha. Same way from B to C, we can apply v equal to u plus at. Here final velocity is 0, initial velocity is v, and it is decelerating, so therefore minus beta into t2, so you will get time t2. Now this time, total time they gave as t. Okay, so t1 plus t2 is t. Now t1 is v by alpha plus v by beta is equal to t, or v is equal to alpha beta t by alpha plus beta. This is also a standard problem. Please by heart this result. Okay students, next one. 26th, in the previous question, what is the total distance traveled? Okay, then you can easily apply this equation in the two intervals, v square minus u square equal to 2as. Okay, so this is also standard, alpha beta square by 2 into alpha plus beta. Okay, next one. 27th, a ball of mass m and another ball of mass m2 are dropped from equal height. So until now we have covered I have given questions based on equations of motion in horizontal direction. Now from here 27th onwards I am giving questions based on equations of motion in vertical direction. Okay, so a ball of mass m and another ball of mass 2 are dropped from equal height. If the time taken by the balls are t1 and t2, then as I told you, whenever the two balls are dropped, both the balls will reach same time, provided the air resistance is neglected. So here option A is correct. Theory question. Next, the ratio of distance through which a ball falls in the second, third and fourth second is. Okay, so whenever a ball is falling means initial velocity is 0. Now they are asking second and third. So we have to use which equation? Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus half. So if you use that equation, you will get as answer A. Next, a ball is released from the top of a tower of height h meters. It takes t seconds to reach the ground. What is the position of the ball at t by 3 seconds? So when a ball is dropped, finally it will take t seconds. Now t second means 10 seconds, suppose, let us say. Now they are asking what is the position of the ball at t by 3, 10 by 3 seconds, 3.3. At 3.3, what is its position, they are asking. Okay, so directly you can use here first equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square. So half equal to, h equal to half into g into t square. Now how much distance it will travel in t by 3 means same from the point of release only you can apply the equation. So h is s is equal to ut plus half at square. U is 0, half into g into downward you take as positive. So t by 3 whole square, that is equal to h by 9. So now they are asking in the options from the ground, but this distance is from top. Please remember students, this distance is from the top. Okay, so now they are asking from the ground. So from the ground just subtract from the total height. Okay, so these are very simple questions. Okay, so this question we have finished. Next, 30th question, a body freely falling from rest has a velocity v after it falls through a height h. Okay, so here in the diagram you can see, okay, in the diagram here you can see when the body is released, by the time it travels h distance, okay, it has got velocity v. Now the distance it has to fall down for its velocity to